if they are willing in this day and age to massacre people in the light of day, in July 2009, in April of 2011, while all the world is watching, then what makes you think that they will stop there? If they can massacre hundreds of thousands of their own people in Iran, where the mullahs in Tehran have declared war on their own people, just as we are seeing today with Assad trying to hold on to power when his people say they no longer want him. And the world community watches in horror as Assad uses the military against his own people. That is no different than what is going on by Khomeini and Ahmadinejad in Tehran. The difference today is the nuclear program in Syria is no longer, but the nuclear program in Iran continues. Why should the rest of the world care about these people in Camp Ashraf? Because these people in Camp Ashraf are fighting not just a fight for their own lives and dignity, but they are fighting on behalf of all of us who want to live in a free world. That is the test of our time. And a threat to justice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. That is why it takes all of us to be part of the solution as opposed to a part of the problem. Now I can say in my own country, we haven't gotten it right. Our policy is still confused. But I am hoping that our policy changes and changes soon. For if our policy today is to act with appeasement to the very people who are threatening this world, the mullahs in Tehran, by saying that we won't delist your main opposition group, the PMOI, because we know that's a bargaining position. I just hope that as people are considering military options to stop the mullahs in Tehran from getting a nuclear weapon, that has been said already, we would consider, as the President said just this week, exhausting all diplomatic options. And as just been said, one of those options that we can exhaust diplomatically before we resort to a military solution is to delist the primary democratic opposition group to the mullahs in Tehran, and instead of using a military option to take the mullahs out, we can create a democratic option to empower the people of Iran to do for themselves and for all of us what no military strike will ever successfully achieve, and that's to replace the leadership in Iran democratically. I thought that's why we're all here, is that we believe in the process called the democratic process. So what is it that we are facing today? We're facing a situation